All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Send one west.
Let's go, D. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
Look, squeeze.
25. Check 25.
Rock it.
Now a play fake here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, exit. Shoot.
After the sack on first down, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10.
Hey, shoot.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this one's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Set. 18 Gator. X3. 218. Chop.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now Taylor. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Off the play fake. Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 43 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Come on, set. 10 logo. 58 right there. Get him, get him, get him. Pilot, 64, weak. We got double up. Check. Fresno. Check 13. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
80 weapons. Hey, Jet. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready?
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Go.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You don't want no problem with me.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Colts nothing.
Second and 9 now from the 21. The give to Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
At the 17-yard line.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go.
Mike's 59.
Five.
from the gun. Eason. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensive. I think it's looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
We play to win. Let's go.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Yep. What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, orbit. Ready?
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 and 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
Alone. 3 down.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Oh, you got D? 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Watch the back and watch the back.
Hey, wahoo!
53. 53. Mike.
Shoot!
Throwing on 1st down. Eason, and the catch made by Hilton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of football.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Ready up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
We go! 50, plant.
No getting on this defense, no getting.
Locke now on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
53's Mike. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
6'6", bullet high.
On first down, Eason. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Jam, 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 jam.
Get it.
Throwing again on second and 10. Eason. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Check. 80 weapon.
Mike, 53.
Go.
53. Mike. You're trapped.
Now.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Set 15 line. 15 line. We fight.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And a throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
Go.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now. 18 Gators, blue draw Porker.
Check your hot read. Hey, check 24.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke, he's got his big tight end, Fant. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Block off of play action. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
X3-2.
Lock working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. Lock now on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
10 logo.
You don't want none. Kill.
Greystone travel.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. Big dash. Come. Check 50. Sponge.
They go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 35-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Gets through and now an opening. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready,
And this should be
ready.
the final play
60
before the
out,
quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Ready, ready.
Here's Taylor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Kill, 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 kill.
5, 5.
From the gun, Eason. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. 80 weapon.
Twist, watch, twist, watch, twist. Check 37, check 37.
Get it.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Switch, switch.
61. Matchbox light now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Topper!
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, check, 59. I got wide, I got wide.
Hey, Haywood! Shoot!
Back to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the double.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Set up. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, defense.
Blue draw course. Big grip. Big grip.
On first down, Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Locke's throw caught by Sutton, and he'll go down at the 28. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Locke. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Darius Leonard in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Locke gonna go on 4th down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Two-jet bomber. Let's go, let's go. Get set. Under crush. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Back to throw. Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long.
They're not ready for this. They still pilot. 64, weak.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Brings up 3rd down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
80 weapons. 5.
Taylor. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Colts, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next